Space Honey Badger's Infiltration. Part 1. The Galactic Councils. The meeting room on the spaceship Stellar Dominion was huge. It could fit 20 Earth houses inside it. The walls were made of something that looked like crystal but felt warm to touch. Strange lights moved across the ceiling like living things. Ambassador Taimin sat at a small table made for humans. His chair looked tiny next to the massive seats built for the alien council members. He wore his best blue uniform with Earth's flag on his shoulder. The flag looked very small in this giant room. Taimin had trained for this moment for 5 years. Earth wanted to join the Advanced Species Coalition. This group controlled trade and war across the galaxy. Without them, Earth would stay alone in space forever. 3 alien species sat in front of him. The Vextar looked like giant insects. They had 6 arms and heads shaped like triangles. Their leader was named Voss. He was 12 feet tall and his skin was black like oil. When he moved, his joints made clicking sounds. The Helix aliens looked like walking crystals. They had no real shape. Their bodies changed from tall to short to wide as they moved. They spoke by making their crystal bodies ring like bells. Their leader was called Prime Cut 7. The third group was the Molt. They looked like giant slugs but had 4 eyes on long stalks. They smelled like old fish. Their leader, Grix, left a trail of slime wherever he moved. "So," Voss said. His voice sounded like breaking glass. "The humans want to join our coalition." Taimin stood up. "Yes, honored council members. Earth has much to offer. We have built starships. We have learned to travel between planets. We have studied science and—" "Stop!" Prime Cut 7 rang out. The crystal alien's body flashed red. "We have read your files. Your planet is very young. Your species has only been in space for 50 years. We understand that," Taimin said. "But we learn fast, we adapt well. Grix made a wet laughing sound. "Adapt? Your planet is full of weak creatures. We saw your nature shows, small furry things, tiny birds, fish that can barely swim." The 3 aliens looked at each other and made sounds that might have been laughter. Voss picked up a datapad. "Let us see. Earth animals, cats that sleep all day, dogs that fetch sticks, rabbits that run from everything, cows that stand in fields." "That is not all we have," Taimin said. His face was getting red. "Earth has many strong animals. Lions, tigers, bears." "Bears?" Prime Cut 7 flashed yellow. This meant the alien found something funny. "We checked your bears. The biggest one weighs 800 pounds. Our smallest war beast weighs 5,000 pounds. "Size is not everything," Taimin said. "No," Voss agreed. "Intelligence matters, too. Your smartest animals can barely use tools. Our war beasts can solve complex math while hunting." Grix slid closer to Taimin's table. The smell got worse. "Your dolphins are supposed to be smart, but they just swim in circles and make noise. Our pets are smarter than your dolphins." Taimin felt angry but tried to stay calm. "Earth animals are tougher than you think. They have survived ice ages, volcanoes, meteors." "Survived by hiding," Voss clicked. "Real strength comes from conquest. Our bioengineers make creatures that reshape reality itself. We build life forms that eat energy and grow stronger. Your animals eat grass and sleep." "Some of our animals are very dangerous," Taimin said. "Dangerous?" Prime Cut 7 rang with amusement. "We read about your dangerous animals. Sharks that only live in water. Snakes that hide under rocks. Spiders smaller than our fingernails." The 3 aliens made more laughing sounds. Other aliens in the room joined in. The meeting room filled with clicks, rings, and wet noises. Voss leaned forward. "Human Taimin, your planet amuses us. You have no real predators, no true warriors. Your strongest animals would make good pets for our children." "We respectfully disagree," Taimin said. "Earth life is very adaptable, very tough. If you knew more about—" "We know enough," Grix interrupted. "Your files show everything: tiny brains, weak bodies, no natural weapons worth mentioning." Prime Cut 7's body turned bright blue. "We have a proposal for you, human." Taimin waited. He did not like the way this sounded. "We will prove our point," Voss said. We will send some of our bio-creatures to your Earth. They will show your animals what real strength looks like. You want to invade Earth? Taemin asked. He felt cold suddenly. Not invade, Prime Cut 7 rang. Demonstrate. We will send a few test creatures, small ones. They will interact with your wildlife in controlled ways. Grix made a happy gurgling sound. When your animals run away or die quickly, you will understand. Your planet has no real strength. Then maybe you will stop asking to join important groups. This is not necessary, Taemin said. We can show you videos. We can bring samples. Videos can be faked, Voss clicked. We want live tests. Real, proof. What if we say no? Taemin asked. The three aliens looked at each other. Their expressions somehow looked hungry. Then you can go home, Prime Cut 7 rang, and never come back. Earth will stay alone forever. No trade, no protection, no friends among the stars. Taemin thought about this. Earth needed allies. The galaxy was big and dangerous. Without the coalition, humanity would always be weak and alone. If we agree, he said slowly, what exactly will you send? Nothing that will destroy your planet, Voss said. Just a few bio-creatures. They will land in different places. They will meet your animals. We will record everything. When your wildlife proves weak, the test ends. And if somehow our animals do well? Taemin asked. All three aliens made louder laughing sounds. Then we will apologize, Grix said, and welcome Earth to the coalition immediately. But this will not happen. Why are you so sure? Taemin asked. Voss stood up to his full height. Because we have tested life forms from 400 planets. None have impressed us. Your Earth animals are the weakest we have ever seen. The smallest, Prime Cut 7 added. The most pathetic, Grix finished. Taemin looked around the room. Every alien was watching him. He thought about Earth, about humanity's future among the stars, about all the animals back home that these aliens thought were worthless. He made his choice. Fine, Taemin said. Send your creatures. Test our animals. But when you are wrong, Earth gets full membership immediately. Agreed, all three aliens said together. Voss pressed a button on his chair. Excellent. We will begin preparations now. This will be very educational for your species. As the meeting ended, Taemin felt worried. But he also felt something else. The aliens had never been to Earth. They had only seen files and videos. They did not understand what Earth animals were really like. Maybe they were in for a surprise. Ika pressed a button on his communicator. This is Ambassador Taemin. Send an emergency message to Earth Defense Command. The emergency alarm was very loud in the global defense building in Seoul. To begin. Red lights flashed on every wall. People ran through the hallways carrying tablets and files. Director Ji-woo sat at a big table in the main meeting room. She was 45 years old with short black hair and serious eyes. She had been waiting for this call her whole life, but she had hoped it would never come. Report, she said to the room full of people. Captain Dongwoo stood up first. He commanded Earth's space fleet, all 12 ships. The alien message came 20 minutes ago. They are sending test creatures to Earth. The first one launches in 6 hours. Where will it land? Ji-woo asked. We don't know, said Dr. Haijin. She was Earth's best expert on alien life. They said it would be a surprise, but our satellites show a ship heading toward Africa. Young Soo raised his hand. He was a field biologist who studied dangerous animals. What kind of creature are they sending? Dr. Haijin looked at her tablet. The message was not clear. They called it an apex predator. They said it was designed to be the perfect hunter. Perfect how? Asked So-young. She was a combat specialist who had fought in 3 wars. She did not look worried about anything. Bioengineered, Dr. Haijin said. Built in a lab, made to be faster, stronger, and smarter than any natural predator. Ji-woo frowned. How big? Unknown, but probably very big. The aliens like to show off. The meeting room was quiet for a moment. Everyone was thinking the same thing. Earth animals were tough, but they were still just animals. How could a lion or tiger fight something made by advanced aliens? Young Su spoke up. Where exactly in Africa? Dr. Hee-jin checked her tablet again. The ship is heading for... She stopped. Her face looked confused. That's strange. What? Ji-woo asked. The ship changed course. It was going to the Congo rainforest, but now it's heading for the Kalahari Desert. Why would it change course? Dong-woo asked. Maybe engine problems, So-young suggested. Dr. Hee-jin shook her head. No. The ship is sending distress signals. Something is wrong. Ji-woo stood up. Young Su, take a team to the Kalahari. Find that ship. Find out what happened. Yes, ma'am, Young Su said. 4 hours later, Young Su was on a helicopter flying over the Kalahari Desert. The desert was hot and dry. Sand dunes went on forever. It was not a good place for most Earth animals. There, said the pilot. He pointed down. Young Su saw smoke rising from behind a large sand dune. The alien ship had crashed. It was not very big, about the size of a school bus, but it was made of strange metal that seemed to change colors. The helicopter landed 50 meters away. Young Su and his team walked carefully toward the crash site. They wore special suits to protect them from alien germs or poison. Biosigns are weird, said Dr. Minho. He was Young Su's science partner. I'm reading one alien life form, but it's not moving. Dead? Young Su asked. Maybe. But there's something else, something small, very much alive. They reached the crashed ship. The door was torn off. Not broken off. Torn off. Like something had grabbed it and pulled very hard. Young Su looked inside the ship. What he saw made him stop breathing for a moment. The alien creature was huge, 12 feet long. It looked like a mix between a giant cat and a robot. Its skin was like crystal that could change colors. It had claws longer than kitchen knives. Its teeth were like swords, and it was completely dead. What could kill this thing? Dr. Minho whispered. Young Su looked closer. The alien predator had cuts all over its body. Deep cuts. Something had fought it and won. But what? Then he heard a sound. A crunching sound. Like someone eating something hard. Young Su followed the sound. Behind the alien's body, he found the answer. A honey badger was sitting there. It was eating something that looked like alien technology. Wires and circuits hung from its mouth like spaghetti. The honey badger looked up at Young Su. It did not seem worried or afraid. It just looked annoyed that someone had interrupted its meal. Is that? Dr. Minho started. A honey badger, Young Su finished. Just a regular honey badger. Young Su looked at the dead alien predator, then at the honey badger, then back at the alien. This little guy killed that? Dr. Minho asked. Young Su walked around the crash site. He found claw marks in the sand, alien blood, pieces of crystal skin. The story became clear. The alien predator had come out of its ship ready to hunt. It was designed to be unstoppable. Perfect reflexes, perfect strength, perfect weapons. But it had met something it was not designed for. Something that did not care about being perfect. Something that just wanted to eat and was willing to fight anything that got in its way. Young Su found a collar around the honey badger's neck. It had a name tag. Beta, he read out loud. The honey badger looked up when it heard its name. It had alien circuit boards stuck between its teeth. How is this possible? Dr. Minho asked. Young Su thought about it. He had studied honey badgers before. They were small animals, only about 30 pounds, but they were famous for not caring about danger. They fought lions. They fought crocodiles. They fought anything. Honey badgers don't know they're supposed to lose, Young Su said. Dr. Minho looked confused. Young Su pointed at Bada. This little guy sees a 12-foot alien monster with crystal claws and energy weapons. But all he thinks is something is in my territory and it might have food inside. So he just attacked? Honey badgers always attack. It's what they do. They don't think about winning or losing, they just fight until the other thing stops moving. Young-Soo looked at the alien predator again. It had hundreds of cuts. Small cuts. The kind a honey badger's claws would make. The alien had probably been confused. Its programming told it to fight other predators. Things its own size. Things that fought like predators. But Bada did not fight like a predator. He fought like a honey badger. He just kept attacking no matter what happened to him. Even if the alien hurt him, he would keep fighting. Even if he was losing, he would keep fighting. Even if it was impossible to win, he would keep fighting. The alien's perfect programming could not handle something that did not follow the rules. Dr. Minho checked his scanner. The alien predator has some kind of poison in its claws. Very deadly. One cut should kill most earth animals. Young-Soo looked at Bada. The honey badger had several cuts on his fur. But he seemed fine. He was still eating alien technology. Honey badgers are immune to most poisons, Young-Soo said. Snake venom doesn't hurt them. Bee stings don't hurt them. I guess alien poison doesn't hurt them either. Bada finished eating, whatever he was eating. He looked around for more food. When he did not find any, he started walking away. He did not care about the humans watching him. He had things to do. Should we stop him? Dr. Minho asked. Why? Young-Soo said. He won. Young-Soo took pictures of everything. The dead alien, the destroyed ship, the claw marks in the sand. Then he called Director Ji-Woo. Report, Ji-Woo's voice said through his radio. The alien test creature is dead, Young-Soo said. Dead? What killed it? Young-Soo looked at Bada. The honey badger was now digging a hole in the sand, probably looking for more food. A honey badger named Bada. There was a long silence on the radio. Say that again, Ji-Woo said. A 30-pound honey badger killed a 12-foot alien super predator. Another long silence. Are you sure? Young-Soo looked at all the evidence. Very sure. How? Young-Soo thought about how to explain it. The aliens built the perfect predator, but they forgot something important. What? Earth animals didn't evolve to be perfect, they evolved to survive. And sometimes surviving means fighting things you can't win against. And sometimes if you fight hard enough for long enough, you win anyway. Young-Soo heard Ji-Woo talking to other people in the background. Then she came back on the radio. Bring the honey badger back with you. Ma'am, if the aliens are sending more test creatures, we're going to need Bada. Dr. Hai-Jin sat in her lab looking at pictures of the dead alien predator. She had been studying the photos for 6 hours. The more she looked, the more amazed she became. This should not be possible, she said to her computer. Young-Soo walked into the lab carrying a metal cage. Inside the cage, Bada the honey badger was sleeping. He looked very peaceful for something that had just killed an alien superweapon. Any new findings? Young-Soo asked. Many, Dr. Hai-Jin said. The alien creature was incredible. Its claws could cut through steel. Its skin could stop bullets. Its brain was designed to think faster than any Earth animal. But Bada killed it. Yes. And I think I know why. Dr. Hai-Jin turned her computer screen toward Young-Soo. It showed a map of Earth with red dots on it. The aliens are sending more creatures, she said. Much more. 24 different bioweapons. They will land all over the planet in the next 12 hours. Young-Soo counted the red dots. That's a lot. What kinds of creatures? Different types. Each one designed to prove that Earth animals are weak. Dr. Hai-Jin pointed at the screen. This one in Australia can change reality around itself. This one in Canada can see heat and never gets cold. This one in Brazil controls other animals' minds. Sounds bad, Young-Soo said. It gets worse. The aliens are broadcasting everything live to the Galactic Council. They want to show the whole galaxy how weak Earth is. Young-Soo looked at Bada. The honey badger had woken up and was trying to bite through the metal bars of his cage. Maybe we should warn people to stay inside, Young-Soo said. I don't think that will help, Dr. Hai-Jin said. These creatures are designed to hunt down Earth animals specifically. They want to prove our wildlife is helpless. Director Ji-Woo's voice came through the speakers. Dr. Hai-Jin, Report to the main screen. We have incoming signals. They walked to the big meeting room. The main screen showed space above Earth. 24 alien ships were coming down through the atmosphere. Each ship was heading to a different continent. First landing in 10 minutes, Captain Dongwu announced. Australia. The screen switched to a camera view from Australia. It showed the dry outback. Red dirt and small bushes everywhere. The alien ship landed with a loud crash. What's coming out? Jiwoo asked. The ship door opened. Something stepped out that made everyone in the room gasp. The creature looked like it was made of twisted light. It was 10 feet tall but kept changing shape. Sometimes it was thin like a snake. Sometimes it was wide like a wall. The air around it shimmered and bent. Reality shifter. Dr. Hai-Jin read from her notes. It can change the laws of physics in a small area. Gravity, time, matter. It controls everything around itself. The alien creature started walking across the outback. Where it stepped, the ground turned into different colors. A rock nearby became liquid. A tree started growing backwards into the ground. Nothing can fight that, someone said. The creature stopped walking. It had heard something. A low rumbling sound like thunder. From behind a small hill, a cassowary appeared. Oh no, Young-soo said. Someone should warn that bird. The cassowary was 6 feet tall with black feathers and a hard crown on its head. It had powerful legs with claws like daggers. It looked at the reality shifter and made an angry noise. Cassowaries are very territorial, Dr. Hai-Jin explained. They don't like strangers in their area. The reality shifter saw the cassowary and probably thought this would be easy. It raised one hand. The air around the cassowary started to change. Gravity reversed. Time slowed down. The ground became soft like water. The cassowary looked around, at all the strange things happening. Then it looked back at the reality shifter, and it charged. The alien creature tried to make more reality changes. It made the air thick like mud. It made the cassowary's legs heavy like stone. It made time go backwards, none of it mattered. The cassowary ran through all the reality changes like they were not there. It hit the reality shifter with its head crown at full speed. The alien creature flew 20 feet and crashed into a rock. How? Dr. Hai-Jin whispered. The cassowary stood over the broken alien creature. It made a satisfied noise and walked away. Cassowaries don't care about physics, Young-soo said slowly. They're too stupid to know that reality is supposed to change, so they just ignore it and keep fighting. The main screen switched to Canada. Another alien ship was landing in a snowy forest. This creature looked like a giant ice spider. It had 8 legs and was covered in white fur. Its eyes glowed blue in the dark. Thermal predator, Dr. Hai-Jin read. It hunts using heat vision. It can see any warm creature from miles away. It never gets cold or tired. The thermal predator started hunting immediately. It could see the heat from rabbits, deer, and birds hiding in the forest. But it was looking for bigger prey. It found tracks in the snow. Big tracks. The tracks led to a cave. The thermal predator crept toward the cave. Its heat vision showed something very large sleeping inside. Something that gave off a lot of body heat. It entered the cave quietly. Inside was a polar bear. A big male, probably. 800 pounds, he was hibernating. The thermal predator raised its claws to strike. This would be easy. The bear was asleep and had no idea danger was coming. The polar bear opened one eye. What happened next was very fast. The polar bear was not really sleeping, he was just resting, and he did not like things in his cave. The thermal predator tried to use its advantages. It could see in the dark. It could track heat perfectly. It was designed to hunt warm-blooded creatures. But the polar bear did not fight like other warm-blooded creatures. He fought like something that had survived in the coldest place on Earth for thousands of years. The bear grabbed the thermal predator and rolled. They crashed out of the cave and into the snow. The alien creature tried to use its claws, but the bear's thick fur protected him. The fight lasted 30 seconds. When it ended, the thermal predator was not moving. The polar bear shook snow out of his fur and went back to his cave. Another impossible victory, Jiwoo said. The screen switched to Brazil. In the Amazon rainforest, a third alien creature was landing. This one looked like a floating brain covered in tentacles. The tentacles had small lights on the ends that flashed different colors. Hive Mind Swarm, Dr. Hai Jin read. It can control other creatures' minds. It makes them work together as an army. The hive mind swarm started using its powers immediately. Birds began flying in perfect formation. Monkeys came down from trees and stood in rows. Even insects began marching in straight lines. The alien creature was building an army from the rainforest animals. Soon it had hundreds of creatures under its control. But then something went wrong. A line of army ants appeared at the edge of the clearing. There were millions of them. They moved like a black river across the forest floor. The hive mind swarm tried to take control of the ants. Its tentacles flashed with bright lights. It sent mental commands to make the ants obey. The ants ignored the commands completely. Army ants already have a hive mind, Dr. Hai Jin realized. They're immune to mental control because they don't think as individuals. The ants swarmed over the alien creature. The hive mind swarm tried to fly away, but there were too many ants. They climbed on top of each other to reach it. In 10 minutes, the hive mind swarm was gone. The ants took it apart piece by piece and carried the pieces back to their nest. All the animals it had controlled went back to their normal lives. The main screen showed space again. 21 more alien ships were still coming. This is impossible, Captain Dongwu said. How are our animals winning? Dr. Hai Jin thought about it. She looked at Bada in his cage. The honey badger was now trying to eat the lock. I think I understand, she said. The aliens designed perfect predators, perfect defense, perfect attack, perfect intelligence. Yes, Jiwoo said. But Earth animals didn't evolve to be perfect. They evolved to survive in the most dangerous place in the galaxy. What do you mean, Doctor? Heejin pointed at the screen showing all the alien ships. Every planet the aliens tested before had easy life, peaceful evolution. Creatures that never had to fight for survival. And Earth? Earth has ice ages, volcanoes, meteors, droughts, floods, predators everywhere. For millions of years, every single day was a fight to stay alive. Young Su nodded. Our animals learned to fight anything, even things they can't win against. Exactly, the aliens built perfect hunters, but our animals are perfect survivors. And sometimes, surviving means you have to kill the thing trying to kill you. The main screen showed more alien ships landing. Africa, Asia, Europe, North America. 21 more creatures, Jiwoo said. Can our animals really defeat them all? Dr. Hyejin looked at Bada again. The honey badger had given up on eating the lock and was now sleeping. Yes, she said, because our animals don't know how to give up. Enter of the Stellar Dominion. His 6 arms were shaking with anger. Around him, screens showed the remains of 24 destroyed bioweapons. This is impossible, he clicked loudly. Our creatures were perfect. They cannot be defeated by primitive animals. Primecut 7 flashed angry red colors. The humans must be cheating. They have hidden weapons. Secret technology. Grick slid across the floor, leaving a trail of slime. I told you the humans were lying about their strength. They pretended to be weak to trick us. On the main screen, they watched footage from Earth. A honey badger named Bada was casually walking away from the broken pieces of their latest bioweapon. The creature had been designed to eat metal and grow stronger, but Beta had somehow destroyed it while looking for food. Look at that thing, Voss said. It is tiny. It weighs nothing. How did it defeat our Metal Eater? The Metal Eater was supposed to be unstoppable, Primecut 7 rang. It could dissolve any material and absorb its strength. But the honey badger bit through its control center, Grick said. It ate the most important parts first, like it knew exactly what to attack. Voss turned to his science officer. What do we know about this honey badger species? The science officer was a tall, thin alien with 4 eyes. Very little, Council Leader. Our files say they are small mammals. They eat insects and small animals. They are not supposed to be dangerous. Then how do you explain this? Voss pointed at the screen. I cannot, Council Leader. Ambassador Taemin's face appeared on another screen. He was calling from his ship near Earth. He looked tired but pleased. Council Leader Voss, Taemin said. I believe your test is complete. 24 of your creatures have been defeated. Earth's wildlife has proven its strength. This test proves nothing, Voss snapped. Your animals got lucky, or you cheated somehow. How could we cheat? Taemin asked. Your creatures landed randomly across our planet. We had no warning where they would appear. Our animals acted on their own. Prime Cut 7 flashed yellow. Impossible. No natural animals could defeat our bioweapons. You are welcome to review all the footage, Taemin said calmly. Everything was recorded by your own cameras. Grix made an angry, gurgling sound. The test is not over. We have one more weapon. Taemin looked worried. The agreement was for 24 creatures. That test is finished. The agreement, Voss said slowly, was to test your planet's wildlife. We are not finished testing. On Yao. Earth Director Jiwoo watched the conversation on her main screen. She did not like the way the aliens sounded. What do you think they will do? Captain Dongwoo asked. Something desperate, Jiwoo said. They cannot accept that they were wrong. About Earth. Dr. Heejin looked up from her tablet. I'm reading massive energy signatures from their ship. They're powering up something big. Youngsu carried Bada's cage into the room. The honey badger was eating a metal wrench he had somehow stolen from somewhere. How big? Jiwoo asked. Very big. Whatever they're preparing, it's 1,000 times larger than anything they sent before. So Young checked her weapons. Should we evacuate cities? Where would we evacuate to? Jiwoo asked. If they're sending something that big, nowhere on Earth will be safe. On the alien ship, Voss made his decision. Prepare the planet cleaner, he ordered. The science officer's 4 eyes went wide. Council Leader, the planet cleaner is not for testing. It is for destroying entire worlds. These humans have humiliated us. Voss clicked angrily. They made our perfect bioweapons look weak. They cannot be allowed to spread their lies across the galaxy. But the other council members, Prime Cut 7 warned, they will not approve destroying an inhabited planet. The other council members are not here, Grix said. By the time they find out, Earth will be gone. We will say the humans attacked us first. Voss pressed a large red button. Deep in the ship, something enormous began to wake up. The planet cleaner was not like the other bioweapons. It was the size of a space station. It looked like a giant jellyfish made of metal and flesh. Its body could stretch for miles. Its mouth could swallow mountains. It had been created to eat entire ecosystems. Forests, oceans, deserts. It would consume everything and grow larger. Nothing could stop it once it started feeding. Release the planet cleaner, Voss ordered. Massive bay door opened under the alien ship. The planet cleaner drifted out slowly. It was so big that it blocked out the sun when it passed in front of it. On Earth, every alarm started ringing at once. What is that thing? Youngsu asked. Dr. Hai-Jin stared at her readings. It's huge, the size of a small moon. And it's alive. Where's it heading? Jiwoo asked. Captain Dongwoo checked his radar. Africa. It's heading straight for the Serengeti. Can we stop it? So Young asked. With what? Dongwoo replied. Our biggest weapons are like toys compared to that thing. On the main screen, they watched the planet cleaner enter Earth's atmosphere. Fire surrounded it as it fell, but the flames did not hurt it. It was designed to survive anything. The alien creature landed in the middle of the Serengeti with a crash that was felt on 3 continents. Dust and smoke rose miles into the sky. When the dust cleared, the planet cleaner began to feed. Its massive mouth opened and started sucking in everything around it. Grass, trees, rocks, water. Everything disappeared into its stomach. With each bite, it grew larger. It's working exactly as designed, the science officer reported to Voss. The planet cleaner will consume the entire continent within 1 day. The whole planet within 1 week. Voss made a satisfied clicking sound. Finally. Let us see Earth's animals try to fight this. On Earth, people watched in horror as the planet cleaner ate mile after mile of African landscape. Nothing seemed able to slow it down. "We have to evacuate the area," Jiwoo said. "Already started," Captain Dongwoo replied. "But there are millions of animals in the Serengeti. We cannot save them all." Dr. Hyjin was studying the planet cleaner through satellites. It's not just eating, it's learning. Each thing it consumes makes it smarter and stronger. "How long before it reaches populated areas?" Jiwoo asked. "At its current speed, 12 hours. But it's getting faster as it grows." Young-soo looked at Bada. The honey badger had finished eating the wrench and was now trying to eat the cage lock again. "What would Bada do?" he asked quietly. "What?" So Young said. "Bada doesn't care how big something is, he just fights it anyway. What would he do against that thing?" Dr. Hyejin shook her head. "Young-soo, this is different. The planet cleaner is the size of a city. Even honey badgers have limits." "Do they?" Young-soo asked. For 6 hours, the planet cleaner ate everything in its path. It consumed forests, rivers, and hills. It grew from the size of a small city to the size of a large city. The aliens watched happily as their ultimate weapon proved unstoppable. "The humans have gone quiet," Grix observed. "They must finally understand their defeat." "Good," Voss said. "When the planet cleaner finishes eating Earth, we will tell the galaxy that humans are dangerous liars who attack peaceful explorers." But then something strange happened. The planet cleaner stopped moving. "Why did it stop?" Prime Cut 7 asked. The science officer checked his instruments. "Unknown, Council Leader. All its life signs are normal. It should still be feeding." On his screen, Voss could see the planet cleaner sitting motionless in what used to be part AO of the Serengeti. Smoke rose from its body, but it was not moving. "Send a probe," Voss ordered. "Find out what is wrong." The probe flew down to Earth and circled the planet cleaner. Its cameras showed something that made no sense. The giant creature was covered in small bite marks, thousands of them, like something had been chewing on it for hours. "What could make those marks?" the science officer asked. As they watched, the planet cleaner suddenly collapsed. Its massive body hit the ground with a crash that shook 3 countries. "It's dead," the science officer whispered. "That is impossible," Voss clicked. "Nothing can kill the planet cleaner, nothing on any planet we have ever seen." But the creature was definitely dead. And now they could see what had killed it. Animals. Lots of animals. Elephants, lions, zebras, giraffes, hyenas, and dozens of other species. They were walking away from the planet cleaner's body like nothing unusual had happened. "They killed it?" Prime Cut 7 flashed in disbelief. "How?" Grix asked. The probe's cameras zoomed in on the bite marks. They were not random. They were precise. The animals had not just attacked the planet cleaner. They had worked together to find its weak spots and attack them systematically. And there, walking away from the creature's core, was a small honey badger with alien technology hanging from his mouth. Beta had eaten the planet cleaner's brain. The search team walked carefully through what used to be the Serengeti. Young-soo led the group, stepping over pieces of the dead planet cleaner. The alien creature's body was scattered across 10 square miles. "I still can't believe this, Doctor," Minho said. He was taking pictures of everything. Something the size of a city killed by regular animals. Young-soo knelt down next to a large piece of alien flesh. It had teeth marks in it. Very specific teeth marks. "Look at this," he called to his team. "These bite patterns are organized. The animals didn't just attack randomly. They had a plan." Dr. Hyejin joined them via video call from Seoul. Her face appeared on Young-soo's tablet. "What kind of plan?" Young-soo pointed his camera at the teeth marks. "See these? Elephant tusks punctured the outer shell. Lion claws opened the wounds wider. Hyena teeth went deeper to reach important organs." "They worked together?" Dr. Hyejin asked. "More than that. They took turns. First the big animals made holes. Then the medium animals made the holes bigger. Then the small animals went inside to attack the vital parts. Dr. Minho found something interesting 50 meters away. Young-soo, come look at this." It was the planet cleaner's brain center, or what was left of it. The alien's most important organ was completely destroyed, but the damage was very precise. Something ate the memory core, Dr. Minho said, and the main processing unit, and the power source. Young-Soo looked at the bite marks. They were small and sharp. He recognized them immediately. Bada, he said. As if hearing his name, the honey badger appeared from inside a piece of alien machinery. He had wires hanging from his mouth and looked very satisfied. He ate the brain, Young-Soo said into his tablet. The whole brain? Doctor, Hyjin asked. The important parts. While the other animals kept the planet cleaner busy, Bada went inside and ate everything that made it think. Young-Soo picked up Bada. The honey badger did not struggle. He seemed tired after his big meal. How did they coordinate this? Dr. Hyjin wondered. Animals don't usually work together across species. They do when they have to, Young-Soo said. When something threatens their home, African animals will fight together. They've done it before against droughts, fires, and floods. But this was an alien creature the size of a mountain. Young-Soo looked around at all the evidence. To them, it was just another threat to their territory. Bigger than usual, but still just something that needed to be stopped. Back in space, the alien ship was very quiet. Council Leader Voss stared at the screens showing the dead planet cleaner. His 6 arms hung limp at his sides. 25 weapons, he said quietly. 25 perfect bioweapons, all defeated. Prime Cut 7 was flashing dim colors. The crystal alien seemed to be in shock. The planet cleaner was supposed to be impossible to kill. It had no weak points, no vital organs that could be reached. But they found them anyway, Grix said. He sounded scared. Those Earth animals found weaknesses we didn't know existed. The science officer was studying the data from the planet cleaner's final moments. Council Leader, I have the full recording of the attack. Show me, Voss ordered. The main screen showed the planet cleaner from above. It was feeding normally when the first animals appeared. A herd of elephants approached from the east. The planet cleaner ignored them. They were too small to be a threat, but the elephants didn't run away. They charged at the massive creature and drove their tusks into its side. The planet cleaner tried to swat them away, but more animals kept coming. Lions, leopards, cheetahs, zebras, giraffes, rhinos, hippos, crocodiles, hyenas, wild dogs, and dozens of other species. They attacked from all directions at once. Look at the timing, the science officer said. They didn't arrive randomly. The fast animals came first to distract it. Then the strong animals came to make holes. Then the smart animals came to attack. Weak spots. Impossible, Voss clicked. Animals cannot plan strategies. These did, the science officer said. Watch this part. The screen showed Beta the honey badger waiting behind a rock. He did not attack with the other animals. He waited until they had damaged the planet cleaner enough to create an opening. Then he ran inside while the creature was distracted. Honey badger knew exactly where to go, the science officer continued. He ignored the digestive systems, the movement systems, and the defensive systems. He went straight to the brain. How could it know where the brain was? Prime Cut 7 asked. I don't think it did, the science officer said. I think it just started eating everything that looked important until it found something vital. Voss was quiet for a long time. Then he asked, what do we know about Earth's evolution? The science officer brought up Earth's history. Very violent, Council Leader. Ice ages, meteor impacts, supervolcanoes, mass extinctions. Every few million years something tried to kill all life on the planet. And life survived? More than survived, it got stronger. Each disaster forced the remaining animals to become tougher, smarter, and more adaptable. Grix made a thoughtful gurgling sound. So Earth animals have been fighting extinction-level threats for millions of years. Yes, the science officer said. And winning. Voss finally understood. We sent them extinction-level threats. But to Earth animals, that's just Tuesday. On Earth, Ambassador Taemin received a priority message from the alien ship. Council Leader Voss wanted to talk immediately. Taemin appeared on the alien's main screen. He was smiling. Council Leader Voss, he said politely. I trust you found our wildlife demonstration educational. Voss's voice was very quiet. Ambassador Taemin, I must ask you something important. Of course. Your military forces, your space fleet, your weapons technology. How powerful are they compared to your animals? Taemin thought about this question. Well, our military is trained by humans. Our weapons are built by humans. Our strategies are planned by humans. Yes, but compared to your animals... Oh, Taemin said. Our animals are much more dangerous than our military. There was complete silence on the alien ship. Much more dangerous? Prime Cut 7 asked weakly. Absolutely, Taemin said. Our military has rules. Our animals don't. Our military tries to avoid unnecessary damage. Our animals don't care about collateral damage. Our military can be negotiated with. Our animals cannot. Voss made a decision that would change galactic history. Ambassador Taemin, he said formally, the Galactic Council wishes to surrender to Earth. Surrender? Taemin looked surprised. But we were just doing a wildlife demonstration. Your wildlife demonstration has convinced us that resistance is futile, Voss said. We formally request to join Earth's protection as junior members of a new Terran alliance. Taemin smiled. I will need to discuss this with my government. Of course. But please hurry. There are other hostile species in this galaxy. Species much more dangerous than us. We need Earth's protection immediately. What kind of protection do you need? Voss looked at the footage of Bada eating the planet cleaner's brain. We need you to put honey badgers on our ships. Honey badgers? And maybe some army ants, and definitely some cassowaries. We have enemies who might try to board our vessels. I see. And in return? Full access to our technology, our trade routes, our knowledge, anything Earth wants. Taemin pretended to think about it. I suppose we could arrange something. 3 weeks later, Director Ji Woo stood in her new office. The sign on the door read, Director of the Terran Wildlife Corps, Galactic Division. Young-soo walked in carrying a report. The first deployment is ready. Which ships? The Vextar requested honey badgers for their entire fleet. The Helix want army ants for their mining operations. The Molt asked for polar bears to guard their ice planet colonies. And the training? The aliens are learning quickly. They now understand that Earth animals don't follow standard military protocols. So Young entered the office carrying a small space helmet. Bada's gear is ready for his first diplomatic mission. Through the window, they could see Bada in the courtyard. He was wearing his new spacesuit and trying to eat a piece of alien technology that someone had given him as a toy. How do the other galactic species feel about our new arrangement? Jiwoo asked. Terrified, Young-soo said. Word has spread about what happened to the Council's bioweapons. 3 different hostile empires have already sent peace treaties. Without us. Even contacting them? They don't want to risk having honey badgers deployed against them. Dr. Hai-jin's voice came through the intercom. Director Jiwoo, we have a problem. What kind of problem? A good problem. We have 47 different alien species requesting Earth animal protection, but we only have so many animals available. Jiwoo smiled. Then we'll have to start a breeding program. For honey badgers. For everything. If the galaxy wants Earth's protection, they'll get it. But they'll do it our way. Young-soo looked out at Bada again. The honey badger had successfully destroyed his alien toy and was now looking for something else to eat. Do you think Bada knows he changed galactic history? Young-soo asked.